Thank you, sir. Your words have resonated deeply with us, offering not only guidance but also inspiration. Today, we have among us bright young minds from esteemed colleges of Bhopal as our student panelists. I invite each of the student panelists to ask the question to our esteemed speaker. Let's begin with the question answer session from the extreme right.
Good morning, sir. I am Pooja Gupta from Melon City. My question to you is that how your approach towards leadership have changed over the years, and also can you provide an example for us to understand it better?
So, honestly, nothing has changed in my leadership style. It has always been the same because I was fortunate when I was growing up. I had good mentors, good people who taught me. I observed things from them. I've always thought two important things in my life, and I just want to leave it with you. You don't need to be arrogant about your position, whatever title you may get. Humility is something that should be a constant companion. Because remember where you started, and that's where you will go back to. And if you keep that in mind, I think you will be able to understand how to continue with your leadership. Examples, if you want, I've always imparted people right through my life. I've given them, I can give you one small example if you want, as you insist on an example. There was one person who we hired. He was from a first time in Arthur Anderson. We took somebody from the lower middle class, from a very, his were not at all, I mean, his family lived off the stipend he got from his job, stipend, not even salary. And he committed a fraud. He committed a fraud. He needed the money for his medical expenses of his father or sister. He was sacked from the firm. The matter came up to me at that point of time. I was that time just a national partner in Arthur Anderson. That year I was being considered to become a worldwide partner, so in the whole global firm to become a worldwide partner. And this person came to me and he said, "Can I get a second chance?" And he explained to me what he did. I listened to him and I took the risk of giving him a second chance. And what he told me on that day, because what I thought, that if I let him go, he will forever become a criminal and he will be against the society which he thinks has wronged him. I gave him a second chance. This boy today has bought a house for himself. He's a chartered accountant. And you know what happened at one of our alumni meets? He stood up in the whole firm. Not many people knew he had done this. Only few people in the system knew it. He said, "I committed a fraud and this firm gave me a second chance." I think that was his redemption day, and that is what leadership is all about, by taking those calls at a time when everybody is against you. But what happened? You not only saved one boy, you saved a family and the generations to come in that family. You've taken them out completely. I was so happy. I remember the first time after he became a chartered accountant, he came. I was in Bangalore at that time. I used to work in Bombay those days earlier. He came, he said, "Can I meet you?" He brought his first salary and gave it to me. I told him, "Why are you being stupid?" I said, "Go and give it. If you want to give it to somebody, give it in charity." But I said, "You don't need to come." He said, "No, I can never ever forget what you did for me." So, and he told me, "You bought an employee for life." So loyalty is bought through your actions, not through money. Just want to leave that with you.
Good morning, sir. My name is Ariba Firdaus and I'm from City University. So my question for you is, with globalization and cross-border transaction are rising, so what are the key factors that a business should follow to navigate international market and regulatory framework?
Yeah. So, so you're right. Globalization, India and China are the two big beneficiaries of globalization as countries. We are both benefited. Globalization is actually coming down. It's not going up. Globalization is coming down now, and people are becoming very nationalist. Made in India, made in US, made in UAE. That's what is happening today. So globalization is actually coming down. But your point is very valid, because the global markets have opened up through the internet. And today there are no boundaries for the internet. So I think if you want to be successful, you have to have a quality product. You have to have a space which nobody occupies. You need to be unique. You need to spend a lot of money into R&D. You need to build a product which is far unique to what other products are available in the market. India has many opportunities to get there. I think where India needs to spend more money is R&D. We don't spend sufficient money in R&D. We don't invest so much into building the product of the future. We need to have original research coming out of India. We need to build quality products. That chalta hai attitude has to go. You cannot have a chalta hai attitude. You need to have quality product which stands on the world map, and it can match the best. I can only tell you one thing, and I will share this very openly in this crowd. I worked with 3 global firms, Arthur Andersen, Ernst & Young for a very short period because we merged into Ernst & Young when Arthur Andersen collapsed, and then KPMG. The talent that India has matches the best in the world, the best. So be proud of yourself. Be proud of who you are. Don't go looking at somebody because of the color of their skin or because the eyes, blue colors, that they are superior to you. I think the talent you have is the best. Be proud of it and stand up. The other one small point I want to leave with you, don't be subservient to anybody. It's not worth it. You don't need to be subservient. If you want to be subservient to your parents, nobody else. And I think that's where we need to all stand up. We need to have a spine. And I think Indians, once we get that quality right, I think we will be sitting on the global stage. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Very good morning, sir. My name is Sushil Tiwari and I am from Mittal Group of Institute. Sir, my question is, sir, what was the biggest challenges you faced while climbing the corporate ladder and how did you overcome from it, sir?
Okay, I will give you 2 instances. One was my biggest failure. My whole life is a set of failures. My successes are very few. My failures, I built my entire life on failures. My biggest failure was when I did not make it to partner in Arthur Andersen in the year in which I thought I had to make it to partner. And I thought my world has collapsed. And like any other employee, I abused the system. I said, all wrong things about people. Then I thought it's better that I fight back. I started working so hard. Let me tell you, I got offers from other accounting firms at 3 times the salary I was getting at Andersen. Andersen used to be the highest paying company in India for consulting, highest paying. I got offers at 3 times and at senior partner level, though I was not a partner in Arthur Andersen at that time. But I stayed back to become a partner in Arthur Andersen. And just to share with you, 2 years later, after I became a partner, the firm wrote a mail to me. They first made me a partner at the people who made partners 6 years back. So I got 4 times whatever promotion I got because they recognized the work you did, because you worked hard and you recognized it, and I was brought on par, and I was the first partner who made it from national partner to worldwide partner in 1 year. Possibly the only partner in Arthur Andersen who made it from in 1 year I made it to global partner. So I think it comes out. The second one I will tell you was when one of our large US clients on whom we had invested a lot of money gave us our biggest contract at KPMG. This was at KPMG, our biggest ever contract for the India firm. And 6 months into the contract, we get a call from the India head. He comes and gives me a call and says, we are cancelling your contract. My entire team was devastated. We had a clause there that saying that if they cancel the contract, they have to pay us 1 year fees, whatever was committed. I went into that meeting to talk to him and tell him that I want to enforce the contract and you pay my 1 year fees. One thing that happened as I walked into that place where I was meeting him, something in my mind changed. And I told him that we are not enforcing the contract. But in case you decide to reappoint a consulting firm, we want to be given a chance. You know what he did? He stood up, shook my hands, and he told me, you got a client for life. He's saying the day the situation in America gets better, we will come back. And for the entire period that I was in KPMG, we earned so much money from this client. Year on year, we continued to earn. It was that one decision which could have gone differently, but we earned much more than taking that 1 year contract. So these are two examples that I can give you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Morning, sir. I am Niharika Jha from Mittal Group of Institute. My question to you is, having worked across different cultures and global markets, would you please share an experience that taught you the importance of cultural sensitivity in international business?
So I worked across, I've never lived abroad. I've gone there for consulting work, I've done all that. The point is, because of my upbringing in India, I was born in Amritsar, in Punjab, in the heartland of Punjab, and I lived there for 5 years. After that, I don't know Punjabi, by the way. My grandfather was a Punjabi. He married a Christian and all the children became Christians, but I can only tell you, because the flexible lifestyle that we had, I'm very flexible in my approach. But the biggest cultural thing that I learned was when I used to helping the Dubai firm, when we had 72 cultures working in one place, and one had to be so sensitive about how the Greeks behaved, how the Britisher behaved, how the Americans behaved, how the Indians behaved. Everybody was very different, and if you reacted differently, you got a very different. So culture is very, very important. I completely agree with you. Japan, we did a lot of work with Japan firm. So the Japanese firm came and said, your people don't know how to behave with the Japanese. So before sending them there, we had to give them a training on culture. So training on culture, training on sensitivity is very important. I think culture is very important. We need to, the important point I want to leave with you, we need to respect others' cultures. We want respect, let's give respect to them. And if we respect it, I'll tell you, you'll be treated very well.
Good morning, sir. My name is Sankalp Agrawal and I am from Hyper Institute of Bhopal. Sir, my question is that you are at Dubai office, Dubai board member, and at that time there was many challenges and you have transformed the Dubai firm. So what are the major challenges and major transformation you have done over the period?
So I see, no one person can cause any transformation. So in fact, if you ask me, if you really want to ask, I'm saying Dubai firm at the time when I went there as a board member and advisor, the firm was growing at 6%. Just to share with you, it was an audit-based firm growing at 6%. In 1 year, we made the firm grow at 20%. We converted it from an audit-based firm to an advisory firm, where we started getting a lot of consulting engagements. We hired people from very big advisory firms, and we changed the whole nature. But the thing that I'm really proud about, is when I joined KPMG India, we were a firm which was very, very different in its approach. Came in here, and the way we changed this firm completely, this was before I became CEO, when I was just a normal partner, but we completely changed the firm. We changed our thinking, we changed our market ranking. We went on to become the #2 firm in India, and from where we were less than 4. And I think the important point is, it is not one person. Leader can put people together, but it is a team which works. So it is the people you hire. The one thing that I will leave with everybody out here, always hire people who are smarter than you. And be very confident in your own skin. Don't be insecure. If you're good, you have your job. Don't bother about it. But always hire smarter people than you. You will find, you're the leader, right? So all the credit will come to you. So the credit comes to a leader, but the work is done by the team. So always hire good quality people and they will do a good job.
Good morning, sir. My name is Yukta Vishnani and I am from Oriental College of Management, Bhopal. So my question to you is how mentorship has played a significant role in your development, and could you please share a story about the same, sir, please?
So my first mentor was Mr. Ratan S. Mama in my first firm, where I spent 13 years of my life. What I learned from him was to be positive, to always be solution oriented. Today, if you look at a consultant's life, we are only solving problems. If I didn't learn it in my young days when I just became a chartered accountant, I would not have been able to have that positive mindset to go and give solutions to clients. And I can tell you innumerable examples that I went through where we provided this and the clients have rewarded you for it. Today, I don't want to brag about it, but I was one of the best client service partners, because the other thing that I learned from him was how to build relationships. How do you build long-term relationships? How do you give back to society? The one thing that he taught all of us, one day he walks into office and he says that from today onwards, I am not taking any money from this firm. You are young, you don't earn enough money, you share the profits between yourselves. That year, my salary went up 6 times to what I was earning in the firm. Similarly, other partners also. But this man just stopped taking money. He showed a way to us. He said, I've got 2 houses. So the greed was not there. And he said, you go build your houses. You need money to build your houses and all that. That stayed with me. So much so that when I left Ratan Mama after Mr. Mama died, I would not have think of leaving that firm. After he died, when I left, when Arthur Andersen approached me to join them, they could not afford to pay me the money I was earning in Ratan Mama. Just to share with you, a small firm. And here was a giant consulting firm could not pay the compensation that I was getting here. And I think that is something which is very important we should learn. That's why I keep telling you people, don't bother about the brand. Bother about your role and what you will learn. And that's what I learned from him, from my mentor. Yeah.
Good morning, sir. My name is Dinsha Malvya and I am from Oriental College of Management, Bhopal. My question to you is, sir, could you please share some important moment early in your career that significantly influenced your path in the field of management?
Okay. So, I would say one was Ratan Mama itself, where I joined. The second one was when I joined Arthur Andersen, which I still say is the best firm. And it completely changed the way I look, in the sense it made me think very big. It made me into what I would call a visionary, made me think of the possibility of the impossible, that we would never think anything is impossible. We would always find a solution to it at Arthur Andersen. We charge a lot of money for it, but yes, that's the way we kept it. So, and I would say joining KPMG was obviously a turning point for me, because I was fortunate that I got, just to share with you, I want to share this very, very important thing with you. Before I became the CEO of KPMG, I was not getting along with the CEO of KPMG at that time. We were very good friends till the last year. So I went to my mentor who was sitting in international, he was a global vice chairman, and I told him that I want to leave the firm because I'm tired now, I'm fed up, I don't have the thing to work. He told me, if you knew what your reputation globally is within the KPMG network, you would not be talking to me like this. So somehow he made me stay back. 6 months later, I became the CEO. I didn't know that was coming. There was an election in which the partners had to vote. Fortunately, I put up a kind of a plan to them which they liked, and they voted me to become the CEO of the firm. In those 5 years, 6 years that I was the CEO, we achieved such heights. I mean, the brand was visible everywhere. It was not because of me, it was because of the people who worked there, and that was my greatest contribution to the firm. Even today people meet me and they talk about those days. The other one very important point I want to leave here with you, when I was the CEO, there were 2 things I did which I will never forget. One was for the office boys. We used to have, one day these office boys came to me and they said that we have worked for so many years in KPMG, we don't get enough money, 60 years we retire and everything else, can you help us? So I went to my CFO, my head of HR, and I said, can you work out a plan we can give them? They never came back. After 1 month, these people came again and asked me. I said, forget everything. I sat down myself and worked on a plan. I gave them a plan, which was that from the day they retire, for the next 10 years, the firm will pay their salary. Will pay the same salary they were getting with no work. Because this was what they have contributed their whole life to the firm. And today also my head of admin, he's a brigadier, retired brigadier, he tells me every time we hand over the check to the employee, they cry and they remember you. So, you know, one day when I was coming up, it was just before Diwali, I was just coming into my office in Mumbai. I had an office in Mumbai also. Suddenly this whole bunch of people were there and they said, sir, can we meet you? They came and gave me a pen. Maybe I will never use that pen, but that pen is kept with me. That was their gift to me of saying thank you. And the point what I feel is that we have to think of everybody in the company. We cannot just think of the partners or anybody else. And the other one which I did was when we got the medical insurance for all the people who are not covered. 1,000 employees in KPMG were not covered. We got them all covered and they were very grateful for that. Those are the two I would say.
Good morning, sir. I am Saurabh Kumar Soni from Oriental College of Management. And my question is that what is that one piece of advice you would give to young management professionals and students today that you wish someone had gave you at the initial days of your career?
I was not lucky like Yola to get 4 speakers to come and speak to you at the beginning of your career. We never had these kind of this thing. But I would only say one thing, be observant, read. I would say read as much as you can. I was a voracious reader. I used to read a lot of books. And I would suggest you read a lot of books. It doesn't need to be just management books. Read everything about life. Today you should read technology. You should read beyond technology. So I would say, if you ask me the one advice that I would leave to you, read. Every day read. Read at least 30 to 40 pages every day. And I think that is something that you should go for. The second thing I would say, be observant. Observe. See what is good. Pick up and implement.
Thank you, sir. Throughout the session, Mr. Rekhy touched upon several key takeaway points that I believe deserve a special mention. Firstly, we should invest in ourselves and reinvest in 2-3 months. We should invest in life, we should do hard work, we should have empathy and be compassionate. Do what is ethically correct. Celebrate failure if you want to get success. These are few of the takeaways we should keep in our mind and we should have it. As the session draws to the close, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Richard Rekhy for his invaluable contribution to discussion today. Sir, your insights have been truly enlightening and inspiring. We are immensely grateful for your time and wisdom. I would also like to thank my sincere appreciation to all our participants for their active engagement and thoughtful contribution. Once again, thank you all.
Wish all the students all the best in your careers. I hope you all go and succeed. Failures will come, take it in its stride. Your day will come in the sun. Just have patience. That's all.
Very well said. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing this wisdom with us. Thanks a lot once again for sharing these thoughts with all of us present today. Now may I request Dr. Shikha Bhargav ma'am to present a memento to Mr. Richard Rekhy, sir. A big round of applause for Richard Rekhy, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot. Big round of applause, everyone. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Now I would request Mahendra Joshi, sir, co-chairperson, training committee of BMA, and AK Verma, sir, to come on stage, and I would request our speaker, Mr. Richard Rekhy, sir, to pick up 2 lucky draws, and Mahendra, sir, and Verma, sir, to announce the 2 lucky winners of the lucky draw that we talked about. And we are waiting for the first lucky draw winner. Big round of applause. Please announce the name, sir.
Mr. Abhay Pratap Singh.
Congratulations. Big round of applause, everyone.
Second one is
You're
Shreya
waiting.
Nema, Oriental College of Management.
Big round of applause for the winners. Now I would request Mr. Sunil Bhargav sir to please come on stage, and we have got our gift hamper from one of our BMA member from Gagar. The gift hamper to be handed over to the speaker. This gift hamper is being sponsored by Gagar, which are like one of our BMA members. So big congratulations.
Please quickly go for a cup of tea. We just have about 15 minutes to get back, and as we start sharp at 11:50. Please quickly have a cup of tea and come back.